you are going on a business meeting and you are dressed like this, your boobs are outside like this, there's nothing that shouts cheap more than this. And another way which I can say there's nothing that shouts disgusting is this. Very much disgusting. Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ruva. If you're new here, subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning. Thank you so much for coming back to the team. So without wasting today's time and without wasting your time, today's video is going to be focused on 10 things that will make you look cheap or tacky as a lady, and I'm also going to give you tips on how to avoid those things, you know, as a lady or as an adult. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the issue which is really circulating these days, or which is very popular these days, is what I call baby hairs. And there is nothing wrong with baby hairs. If you want baby hairs, that is okay. But as a lady, having baby hairs that is going to overcrowd your forehead, that is going to look as if you have bought something, or you bought a new piece of hair and put on your forehead, that is going to be not representable, that is going to look cheap, and it makes you look so desperate as a lady. And I mean, if it's your style, that is okay. If it's your brand, that is okay. But for me, it just looks so cheap, and it looks so tacky for a lady to have overdrawn baby hairs or overly compensated baby hairs. And of course, if what you can do, you can get to things like this. If you draw your baby hairs like this, and it looks, you know, minimal, it looks representable. You don't have to do the most to look cute, you don't have to do the most to look beautiful. There it is. And the second thing I am going to talk about, wearing tight dresses or wearing tight pants while you are wearing a pant that is not seamless. So wearing not seamless underwears and then wearing a tight bottom or a tight dress, it definitely looks cheap, and it makes for me it's very uncomfortable finding someone, you know, looking at someone who is wearing a trousers and their underwear is it's shaping the half of their butt, and it's not it. So what you can do to avoid this, you can buy seamless underwears, you can buy seamless thongs. If you're a thong girl, you can always invest in those things so that you avoid things like, okay, when you're wearing a tight, your butt is shaped like something crazy, and whenever you are walking around, it might look as if it destroys the whole point of an outfit. It destroys the whole point of you looking elegant. Once you have those lines behind you, it completely destroys the whole look, and you should try to avoid those things. And the third thing is overly drawn eyebrows. I mean, just have minimal eyebrows, the shape of your eyes very classy, very demure, very mindful, as they say right now. Have eyebrows that are drawn properly. If you are not an eyebrow girl and you don't know how to draw eyebrows, you can do micro blending. I don't know how they call it, but there's something like micro blending. You go to the salon, they do it for you perfectly, they shape it the way your eyes are supposed to be, and you look so beautiful and presentable. And what we are not talking about right now is ladies. We are not talking about how ladies are using the wrong foundations. Use the correct foundation that fits your skin. Use the foundation that is good for your skin tone. Use the foundation that matches your skin color. I mean, you don't have to go overboard. You don't have to go above the budget to look beautiful. You don't have to exceed or to, you know, deep down your pockets just because you want to look beautiful. There are so many drugstore makeups, there are so many cheaper makeups that can make you look so beautiful and well represented without choosing the wrong color or the wrong foundation for your skin. You can try drugstores like Makeup Revolution. They have so much cheap products. You can try NYX concealer, you know, everything like that. They can make your makeup look perfect and well represented, because you cannot be, of course you can be saying that, okay, I want to be a bad bitch. You can be a bad bitch but looking tacky, looking cheap, and you don't want that as a lady. And also another thing which we are not talking about is the way people do their makeup, especially I'm talking about eyeshadows. Having so many colors on your eyelids, having too bright eyeshadows on your eyelids, that will make you look very cheap, and it's gonna make you look like you don't know what you're doing. You're not focused about anything in life, because if you are walking around with green and red or lime eyeshadows, and you are telling yourself that you are cute, or you are telling yourself that you're a classic lady, then you're lying to yourself. And these are also the things that you can do. Try to do minimal makeup. Try to do natural look makeup, a makeup that is going to look beautiful on you, so that, you know, whenever you're going to work or in a business setup, people respect you, and they respect how you are looking. They respect, you know, the way you are looking as a lady, the way, because whenever you walk out or you walk in a room, whenever you get into a building, people, they don't know your character, they don't know your personality, but they're gonna judge you because of your appearance. So your appearance is going to speak first before you even open your mouth. Look representable as a lady, have minimal makeup, have a natural look, you know, be that person you want to be, respected in a business setting. You want to be someone who is well spoken of whenever you enter a room. Avoid having tacky makeup, avoid having those bright colors as if you are going to a drag show or something like that. That is not what you want as a lady. Also, the thing that we are not talking about right now is having colorful hair. I mean, you are a natural girly and you have your own black natural hair. What is happening with changing your hair color to pink? What is happening to changing your hair color to green? Like, there are very beautiful colors that you can do. Like, you know, you can do blonde, you can do minimal colors that are so beautiful, and they will make you look gorgeous at the same time, because it's not about exceeding everyone in the room. It's not about being outstanding in the room, but it's all about having a minimal look that is going to make you well respected wherever you go, that is going to make you well spoken of whenever you enter a room. So having green hair, having pink hair, as someone who is supposed to be, or you are treating yourself as a boss lady, you are treating yourself as, you know, that girl. I mean, there's nothing that says that girl is having a pink hair. No, that is just too much. And another thing that people are not talking about is too much piercings. I don't have any problems against piercings. I love piercings. I love people that do piercings, but then there is a thing that piercings do, especially when they are overly done. Of course, you have one nose ring here, it's beautiful, it's nice, you have your nose ring, whatever they call it, but what's happening with, you have here, you have under your tongue, you have on your eyelids, you have, it becomes too much. And if you are someone who is looking for classy and elegance, you don't want to be associated with having a lot of piercings, especially as a lady. And people will not take you serious when you're looking tacky and you're looking cheap, you're looking your bare minimum. Honestly, you don't want that. Try to avoid a lot of piercings. Or maybe if you have those piercings but you are going on in a business setting, you're going somewhere where people, you know, are serious about life, you cannot be wearing all those piercings in a working environment. For example, I'm a corporate girl, I work 9 to 5. Let's say I'm going to the office and I have a million piercings and I have all those rings on my face, that is gonna look cheap, and there's nothing representable about that. You're just looking cheap and tacky as a lady. And another thing that people are not talking about is the issue of long nails. You see this? It doesn't say demure, it's not saying cutesy, it's not even saying mindful. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a very minimal, a very short nails, very representable and classy nails as a lady. I mean, you're going to work and you're working on a computer from 9 to 5. How are you typing with those long crazy nails? And there's nothing that says respect, there's nothing that says I know what I'm doing, there's nothing that says I know what I'm here for than a lady who have representable nails, short, minimal, and you know, classy nails. You can be looking like a boss lady, you can be looking like, you know, that girl in a room with minimal nails. You can definitely be that person. You don't have to have long tacky nails to do that. You can be looking classy with short nails as well. If you're a short girl, if you're a long nail girl, it's fine. That is you, that is your preference. But what I can advise, me personally, I wouldn't advise someone who is looking to go into the corporate world, someone who is looking to be a well-respected lady, especially in this male-dominated world. I will not be advising you to have those tacky long nails, because they will make you look cheap. They will make you look like someone who doesn't know what they want in life. You don't know what you are doing. You are not representing your brand, because the moment you step in a room, the moment you go into the office, you are a brand. And whose brand are you representing? You are representing your own brand. You are representing yourself. You are the brand. And if you're just going there looking tacky, looking not well dressed, that is not going to make you, you know, that corporate girl. And another thing to avoid, especially if you're working in a corporate environment, is wearing cheap clothes, or let me not say cheap clothes, but wearing the clothes that you usually wear at home. There are clothes that are, you know, corporate girly outfits. Wear formal trousers, semi-formal when you're going to work. Wear business clothes, like business. There's business formal. You don't have to do too much, and you don't have to go way above the budget. Especially now, we have trousers from Shein. You can buy formal trousers from Shein. You can buy shirts from Shein. You can be looking absolutely gorgeous, like in a business classy dressing. Avoid wearing skin tights at work. Avoid wearing sweatpants at work. Avoid wearing too much of sneakers, and know how to style your clothes. And you can be wearing sneakers, but sneakers, they bring out a lot. There are so many outfits which you can pair with sneakers, especially if you're going for a semi-formal outfit, a semi-formal wear, you're going to work, and you can pair your sneakers with a lot of outfits. And just know how to pair your clothes. And another thing that people are not talking about is wearing a lot of colors in one outfit. You cannot be wearing black pants, red shirt, blue neck chain, blue pants, or green shoes. You cannot be mixing a lot of colors in one outfit. Know how to pair your colors. Right now, these days, there's Pinterest. You can go on Pinterest. You can be learning how to match colors, especially the colors that match with your skin tone. For me personally, I usually prefer wearing nude colors, dark colors like brown, like black, because I know they going to well combine with my skin. They're going to match with my skin tone, and that is what you want. You don't want to be looking like a homeless person in a business office. That's not what you want. Try to avoid wearing a lot of colors in one outfit. Try to match, find the best outfit or the best colors which are well suited for your skin tone. So another thing that people are not talking about is wearing too much designer outfits or designer wear on you. Let's say you are wearing a Gucci handband, you're wearing Louis Vuitton glasses, you're wearing a Balenciaga t-shirt, everything in one person, you look like you are advertising something. It's no longer an outfit. For me, it will look like maybe you are just one of those models who is advertising something, and it makes you look cheap, very cheap, and having a lot of brand on you. It's not accessorizing. It doesn't speak money. It shouts cheap. It shouts, I grew up without these things. Now that I have them, I have to make the most out of them. No, you don't have to do that. As a lady, you can wear your red dress, your black shoes. Then maybe you have a Birkin bag. You don't have to wear every brand on you in one day. You have Balenciaga, you have Louis Vuitton, you have Gucci, you have every brand on you on one outfit. It makes you look like you are just advertising something. It makes you look like you are that mannequin that they put a lot of clothes on them so that people can be able to see what is going on. You are not an advertiser. You are not a model. Dress well represented. Just, we know you have money, or you want to tell us you have money, but you don't have to shout about it. And money doesn't scream. Like, if it's there. We don't have to look for it. We don't have you don't have to show us that I have money. You don't have to scream that money is here, money is here. You don't have to do that. Whenever money is there, it will speak on its own. So you don't have to shout about it. Just minimal. If you decide that today I'm going to wear Gucci glasses, wear Gucci sunglasses. Tomorrow, wear Louis Vuitton handbag. You don't have to wear all the brands in one outfit on the same day. No, stop doing that. It is absolutely cheap, and there's nothing that says tacky and cheap about someone except for that. Another thing that people are not talking about, especially here in Europe, is wearing dirty sneakers. Wearing dirty sneakers. I mean, you have your Air Force One. They were white when you bought them, and now they've turned to brown. They are now brown because you are not washing them. And I actually discovered that, especially here in Europe, where I am right now in Poland, it's actually a thing. Wearing dirty sneakers is the thing of the day. And I mean, there's nothing that says cheap. There's nothing that says tacky. There's nothing that says unrepresentable. There's nothing that says I don't know what I'm doing with my life than wearing dirty sneakers. It's so disgusting, to be honest. I mean, there are so many things that you can get. You can get the items to clean the sneakers. Even when you buy those sneakers in stores like Foot Locker, in stores like Caesar, in stores like whatever you buy those sneakers, they also sell the products on the products to clean the sneakers. That is the whole point. I mean, you cannot be stingy with a $5 more so that you can be looking elegant, so that you can avoid wearing dirty sneakers and making it seem as if it's a fashion. Of course, I've seen in cases where Balenciaga has launched some shoes, dirty shoes, and people are now taking this as a thing. But if you want to look representable, especially for my girlies, honestly, I'm here for the girlies. If you are a girl, there's nothing that says cheap is wearing dirty sneakers. There's nothing that says you don't know what you're doing is wearing dirty sneakers. There's nothing that says tacky is wearing dirty sneakers. It's not a thing. Stop making it a thing, because it will never be a thing, especially when you want to be elegant, when you want to be seen as someone who is serious in life, when you want to be seen as someone who represents her brand very well. There's nothing that says tacky is wearing dirty sneakers. Avoid that. Thing that I'm going to talk about is cleavage. Ladies, there's nothing that shouts cheap as having your breast outside here on top of your chest, as if you are going to choke, just because you decided to take a very small bra and put it on, so that you know you are advertising your goods out there. There's nothing that says cheap as putting your cleavage out. I know I'm not against for the plus size girlies. I love plus size girlies. I'm not against people who love their breasts, right? But you're going to work, you're going on a business meeting, and you're dressed like this, your boobs are outside like this. There's nothing that shouts cheap more than this. And another way which I can say there's nothing that shouts disgusting is this. Very much disgusting. And a way to avoid this, you have you know, God has blessed you with, you know, those two girlies. You love them. That's okay. We love them for you. But then if you're going in a business environment, if you are going in an environment where you want people to respect you, where you want people to have that respect for you, try to wear something like this. Cover up. I mean, it's just 8 hours of your shift. Then after that, you can do whatever you want. You can wear whatever you want at home. You can do whatever you want. But having clothes that are showing your body out, displaying your body literally to everyone, it makes you look cheap. And it's not even classy, let me say. I've seen people trying to, you know, squeeze those tiny things just, you know, so that they can be outside your shirt. You want them to be, you know, shiny. You take a lot of lotion, a lot of baby oil. No, those are your private things. We don't want to see them. And there's absolutely no one who is enjoying seeing those two babies outside. They are your babies. You love your babies. We know you love them. There's no need for you to display them like this. Very cheap. Another thing, I think this is going to be the last thing. Another thing that is going to make you look cheap and tacky is wearing a sleeveless shirt, a sleeveless top, or a sleeveless whatever like this. Then on top of that, you have the audacity to raise your arms or to raise whatever you're raising, and there's a forest underneath. There's a forest coming out. You know that your underarms, they are not shaved. You know that your armpits are not shaved. You know that there's a forest down there, and you have the audacity to wear a sleeveless top, and you have the, I mean, for my church girlies, you know you are going to church. You're going to be lifting up your hands, praising, doing whatever you are doing. Shave those armpits. You have a hair remover. It's not that expensive. If it's summer and you're that someone who loves wearing, you know, sleeveless tops, just make sure that your armpits are very clean. Your armpits are properly shaved, so that when you do, and a lot of people, they don't even put deodorant. You don't even feel sorry for us. You don't even feel for us that you decide, or you put a little roll on. No, you don't do that. You just decide, I'm gonna wear a sleeveless shirt, I'm going to go to church, my arms are not shaved, then I'm gonna be like this, I'm going to be lifting up my hands, and it's going to be disgusting on everyone. There is nothing that screams cheap. There's nothing that screams very, very extremely cheap like that. You don't have the resources, put on a, you know, long sleeve shirt, or at least something that covers your arms, or at least something that is, you know, a little, I don't know how to put it, but something that covers your armpits, so that when you lift up your arms, we are not going to see the disgrace that is under your arms. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. I hope you have learned something from this video. And for me, these things have really helped me a lot, especially like someone who wants to be looking, you know, demure, who wants to be looking mindful, especially for someone who loves to be respected, especially whenever I go, or wherever I go to church, wherever I go to my workplace, whenever I'm walking outside. I'm someone who wants to always have my respect, and I don't want to lose my respect because of simple things that can be avoided. These are also the things that you can avoid, the things that you can also do for you to be looking a well, classy, represented lady. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. I'll see you again in the next video next time. Cheers, bye.